We are here to evaluate the 2023-2024 strategic plan, the level of implementation of that plan, contract, performance contract. You are aware that this was the first set of contracts which the ministry signed with His Excellency the President, and the implementation of that has been going on for the period June 2023 to June 2024. So we want to take stock of the extent to which the performance contract has been implemented. At the point of signing the performance contract, the parameters within whose confines the programs and activities of the ministry were domiciled were discussed and agreed on. The same to the programs and activities that the ministry needed to implement. The expected outputs and output indicators and targets were negotiated, validated, and ratified. So at this point in time, when we are undertaking the performance evaluation, the guiding principles and basis is what was discussed and agreed on in the performance contract. We do not have the leeway to change the parameters. We do not have the leeway to change the performance indicators or the targets. Those will be the guiding benchmarks that will inform the evaluation. So I just want to assure the ministry that the process will be as objective as possible, very, very impartial, so that the results of the performance evaluation can be objectively verified. I want to thank the staff of the ministry who have been involved in spearheading the implementation of the strategic plan, the annual work plans, and by extension the contract for the period 2023-2024 for the work that they have done. And we believe that based on that performance contract, the results of the evaluation will inform the milestones and lessons learned that the ministry can work on moving forward. We are doing this as part and parcel, Waziri, of institutionalizing performance management in government. We want each and everyone in government to be held accountable by way of results. We want all line ministries, departments, and agencies to meet the expected deliverables in line with their mandates, because this is the only way we can meet the expectations of the public as an integral stakeholder, and it is the only way we can facilitate successful implementation of our overall policy framework and development agenda as anchored in the bottom-up economic transformation agenda plan. Thank you.
When I sign as the minister, then that cascades down to the principal secretaries, and then the principal secretaries to the directors. I want to say that because it is self-evaluation and the targets that you have referred to are normally set by the departments. The 3 state departments know we had had discussions even before the end of the financial year in question or in consideration, 2023-2024, and we agreed that some of the areas is because maybe our coordination and our work has not, some of the areas, because we've done well in some areas, some departments have done better than the others, and various reasons speak to that maybe performance, which is not necessarily consistent. And particularly, I would say that also budget, the exchequer releases, the budget delays, the budget cuts, and we all know that where we have been, we, of course, as a new government, there were issues that we had to deal with. But overall, I think the departments need to obviously pull up their socks. I know we have also new targets and new pillars for this government, particularly the housing department has had various challenges, including court cases that sometimes give a big blow for the momentum, the momentum, considering that once you are given an order, for example, for an injunction, it means that maybe the work you had planned to do get affected. However, I think there is better need to look at these factors more critically going forward, because of course now the year is over, and whatever lessons, whatever challenges that we have gone through, be it budgetary, because we agreed that we will work and do the best with the budgets that we receive. You remember that, eh? And I know maybe previously we have been used to maybe more latitude in terms of budget, but we also have a bottom-up economic transformation agenda that may need to even apply less, but in the right places, less of funding. So let's get out of the silo of budget constraints. That shouldn't be the main informing factor for us to do badly. I think we have capacity, and where we don't have capacity, we have raised those issues. Some of the departments are actually recruiting. The housing department will be recruiting. The public works department will be recruiting, so that we can also build up our personnel and capacity. I also know that the LADS department has, for example, recruited 100 valuers, which is a very big improvement in terms of our personnel. So I don't want to go into details. The details are within the department, and they will share. Let us be free and give what we feel that can help us to do better than I can see here, because I am seeing places where we are scoring poor, other places we are scoring good in terms of the remarks of the score. Then we have excellent. We want to see more excellent and very good in this sheet or matrix that we have put here. And on average, I think I could say that possibly other places is fair. Maybe we are at good. And I would like to walk and to go along. The government would want to have very good, because we agreed we have no room for failure. So maybe I will leave it at that and say that that is the general statement covering all the departments.